Hey guys, I'm just gonna wait. Oh wow, 10 just popped on. That was fast. Okay. I don't know if anybody saw my post, but this is spontaneous live. So I'll wait a little bit until everybody kind of jumps in and then we can start. Um, can you guys hear me okay? Is the sound good? Are we good for the sound, guys? Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Bailey, we've got lots of people coming in here now. Michelle, Jane, it's so small. This on the phone is hard. I'm gonna just try something here, guys, on the laptop, but I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, we're gonna start. There's only a few of you on, but we'll give it a few minutes. So I just wanted to come on live. I feel very spontaneous when this kind of thing happens, and it's just really to offer free messages, really free. If you have questions, you don't have to send in any money or anything like that. I know some of you do send in little tips and things like that, which I appreciate, but not necessary. Okay, this is just to share, to hang out. I hope you guys are all doing well. Bear with me for the squinting because I cannot read. These are so small, but I'll do my best. Hey, Bailey. Bailey, oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've seen you on here. Keep in mind that there's only one of me and many of you, so the questions that come through are going to take time to go as I read them. I'm going to be behind you guys by far, especially when everybody starts to come in. So. All right. I hope everyone's good. How's everybody enjoying this new Lunar New Year? Are you guys noticing? I don't know. For me, I'm noticing a lot of abundance. Like when they said it was going to work, when it was going to happen for the Aquarians. I'm Aquarius. I don't know how many of you are, but it really is showing up. A lot of abundance. Like gifts showing up, things popping up in my life, all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. How are you guys enjoying this new year? Aquarius. Yeah. Oops, hold on, guys. It's going to be a good year. I really feel this is happening. And a lot of healing, too. A lot of that shedding of the snake, that shedding year was a lot of healing taking place, weighing us back, weighing us down. Australia, wow, you made it here. You made it. What time? Hang on, it's 5. It's like 7 a.m. over there in Australia. It depends where you are. Sydney, 7 a.m. I think it's early for you. Hey, Christina. Man, I wish this was bigger text, guys. Hold on one sec. Hold on. I've got to be able to read. I'm going to be squinting all day. I may not stay on as long as I thought to, guys, because I'll see how my energy goes. I'm actually a little more 8 a.m. over there. Okay. Yeah, Leah, there is a lot of clearing still taking place for sure. CMT, hey. I am doing very well. A little more tired than I thought, but I'll make it through tonight. We'll be good. It's only 5 o'clock, but it feels later. I had a long day. Yes, hit the like button. Thank you. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to ask tarot questions? They're free. Like I said, it's just to see if anyone, maybe I should have. Thanks for that, Debbie. You know what else I'm going to do? Sorry, guys, I'm not very prepared tonight. There's all these new features here. Give me a second, guys, to get this all figured out. Okay, Nicole, you have a question. What's your question? Hey, Annie. Lots of surprises. Annie. Hey, Tia. Nice to meet you as well. One sec, guys. I'm gonna try to go on my other laptop to see if I can see the feed better, because this is not easy at all. Just give me a sec. Where's my emperor? Debbie, okay, you're first. Yes, so everyone, okay, how this goes, I know it's not the most, it's very spontaneous, so you can ask your questions. My feed is going to be a lot further behind than what you guys are typing, so just keep that in mind. Ask a question, I will share with you what the message comes through with the tarot, and yeah, that's simple as that. And if you guys have other stuff you want to share or chat about, it's kind of a mixed bag right now. Okay. Debbie Kelly, where's your emperor? Let's see what's going on with that. The message for you. The message for Debbie Kelly, who's looking for her emperor. What's the insight for her? What's the insight for her where her emperor is? Five of Swords came out. You've got some things here that need to be sorted out. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a couple things here, Debbie. What I would say to you with this message is, like, first of all, there's a bit of a battle to pick. What I mean by that is this may not be the first thing that you need to be focusing on. I'm not saying that, you know, an emperor or a nice partnership or a mate in your life would come in, but you have a big opportunity here regardless. So your emperor may come in a different form of abundance in your life. And there's something here that's saying, you know, you don't want to, it's almost like you don't want to sabotage something else in your life that might be more valuable at this time than a person. You know, let this emperor arrive for you. But it's not going to show me where, but it's definitely saying, you know, if there's anything that you're dealing with, conflicts in life, things that you need to heal, things that you need to sort out, it's like, work on that. But also, you do have a big offer, a big opportunity, something very valuable that's coming in. So it may not be a person right now. Maybe it's something that's around financial abundance. Maybe it's something where you feel that you may not even want an emperor. You may not need somebody else at this time. So you have something very good regardless. I'm going to split the deck for you. Queen of Wands, okay? So it's also saying making sure that you're in your confidence, that you're doing the things in life, that you've got your passions lined up, that you're enjoying a life with or without an emperor. I hope that helps. Nicole, yeah, share your questions, guys. Spiritual warrior, you've been feeling out of sorts lately. Any advice? Let's take a look. Why spiritual warrior's energy? What's the overall energy, first of all, for you? Spiritual warrior's overall energy, because this can indicate a lot of things when someone says their life is out of sorts. What's their overall energy? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that's a good energy to have. That's a lot of abundance. That don't forget what you are offering to others. Don't forget your gifts, your talents, your abundance. So you may feel out of sorts, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you lack abundance or that opportunities are not coming in for you. Why is spiritual warrior feeling out of sorts? I mean, there's a lot going on right now too, guys. You've got a little bit of sadness here, maybe some grief. I don't know what that would pertain to, but you might be missing somebody. You might be feeling a little bit of down energy. Remind yourself it's okay to not, it's kind of like this card often represents You know, this person who is upset, sad, crying, regretful over the spilt cups, but right behind him is the Two of Cups. So don't forget that whatever's out of sorts, what is in sorts in your life is what I would say. What is in flow? What is in abundance? Is there anything else? What's the healing advice? You could just have a bit of a sad moment. Your body could be grieving or something with someone. There's the Two of Wands, the Ace of Cups. You have choices to see things in a place of love, in a place of abundance, new beginnings. You might be sort of in this place of like, where is that full Ace of Cups from a Five of Cups? So you could be feeling a little bit. When I see this card here, Two of Wands, I feel maybe you're got a little bit of solitude energy, and you don't have to look at that as lonely. It's abundance. So there's something good for you. That don't forget to look around what you do have that's working out, because sometimes it's easy to focus on the things that are not in order. Let's say step into your decision making here as well with, you know, where do you want to feel your creativity, your fulfillment, your emotional fulfillment. It's like having that love and emotional fulfillment within ourselves, which helps us realize that even though things are not perfect, you know, other things are going well. Other things are waiting for you. So today you might be saying that. Tomorrow you might completely wake up and be in a completely different headspace. So it's temporary. Remember that as well. Five of Cups too. Like fives are change. You're going through maybe some change that required you to feel a little more, feel a bit more of the grief of something or the loss. All right. Again, anybody who's just jumped on, give me a chance to get through these questions. You can ask anything you like. It's free. There's no charge. It's just Q&A kind of thing. Let's see here. I hope YouTube really changes this format, because this is not very effective. What are Donnie's? I might miss some of you guys, because this thing moves fast. This is for Miss Sunshine Lady. What are Donnie's truest, deepest feelings towards me? You're welcome, by the way. Thanks for being here, guys. So this is for Miss Sunshine. What are Donnie's truest, deepest feelings towards her? What are his... You got the Death card. It's in reverse. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio here, but in reverse, this tells me that somebody who's not either willing, able to go through the changes, to transform this connection, to turn it into something, say, more significant. Let me just take a look here. What are his truest feelings deep? You know, he might have felt like he ended something with you, and maybe it's not about what he feels for you, but what he's actually going through himself. Yeah. Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. He's having a hard time deciding what to do here or how he feels about you, it seems. I don't think he necessarily wants to give up, because you have the Death in reverse and the Nine of Wands. So I don't think he's saying, I just want to throw this thing out or this connection out. I think he is a person that has been trying to work through things, trying to figure out what to do, but he is struggling in himself. And he might be struggling with how he's feeling with you because of this. I don't know that it's necessarily a reflection of yourself. I think it's somebody here who's going through things that are, you know, a little more consuming. But I would say here that there is transformation or change that has to take place, and he just may not be at the right place in his life or the right timing. So it's like, how he feels about you is in question. It's up in the air, because he doesn't necessarily know if this is something he can even handle right now, I think. I don't think he wants to give up on you, though. I don't think that his truest, deepest feelings are not, you know, he might be he might be having a hard time, but that death in reverse, I don't think he wants to shut the door on this, but he realizes, or you may have to realize, that someone has to make a decision here, and that's going to involve change. It's not the same dynamic, I don't think, with you guys. Okay, I don't know that it's like this relationship has to evolve a little bit. So it's not even, yeah. I hope that helps. Let me scroll back here, guys. This is, wow, there's 42 of you now. Okay, all right. Feel free to leave a question. I'll do my best to get to all of you. Hey, who is this? Debbie. Oh, Debbie Kelly from Toronto. Hey, I was once in that big city. All right. Thanks for hitting the like button, guys. Thank you for all of that support. Let's see here. What's next? This light is killing my eyes. Okay. Where are we? Cindy, am I ever going to be happy? I don't need to do the cards for that for you. That's a personal choice. You are going to be happy. The Fool card. I just split the deck. There's your reading. The Fool card. He's free. Free yourself from what's holding you back from being happy. Let go and be free. Go live your life. Enjoy it. There's a whole world around you to be happy about. You're here. Remember that. You're on planet Earth. Enjoy it. Love it. It's great. It's a mindset. Of course you're going to be happy. All right. Let's see. Pull one card for me. Who is this here? Francis. Sorry if I can't see this, guys. The text is minute. Super small. Pull one card for me and read me the energy. Thank you. Okay, Francis, that's easy. I appreciate that. Simple. Give us a card for Francis. What's the energy for him or her? I don't know. What's the energy for Francis? One card. The Moon. Pisces. You could be Pisces. This is now. I feel like there's a few things here. We are in Pisces, so it's about being present. But this is about your emotions, your intuition. This is really about something that, for you, I feel like this is something around revealing or you knowing something very deep within yourself. Are you revealing this? I'm going to give you two. I want to clarify that. The Knight of Wands. Okay, this is whether or not you're taking action towards something. There's a bit of an unknown energy there, maybe mysterious. Your intuition, your subconscious. The Ace of Swords. There's the clarity around something. So you might be, once you understand something here, the clarity around something to help you make a decision is where maybe that knight is going to take action. So I feel like there's a sense here of clarity coming up, but I also right away, I felt that it's about being present and just being in the stillness of the moon. You know, there's very much a stillness in the moon energy and just being with that. If you don't see things clearly, if you don't know what's going on, if there's something that you're trying to understand or something that you're emotionally trying to feel your way through, it's like, just sit with it, because the Ace of Swords is showing that you'll eventually have a clear answer. Okay, I hope that helps. I would enjoy the present moment of this Pisces. Pisces time. Okay. Jennifer, 777, you'd love a card on success and conquering your finances, sorry. Okay, let's take a look. What's the advice around this? What's the advice around? Well, let me just see something. You've got, let's see, what's your advice around your finances and conquering your finances around success. The Empress. So this is the one. This is the divine feminine around your self-worth. So that's first and foremost. Empress is also about the abundance that is already around you or that you embody. Are you creating, because she births ideas here as well. So there could be something here that's saying you will get to that goal place. You could be climbing towards that energy of having everything and feeling. She seems here very at peace. And I would say, like, to try to still find peace in the situation that you're in, to try to feel the abundance, even though you may not be, it may not show up in a physical number in your bank or in your life, but I feel like that's something that's saying you're growing towards that. If you want it, you will either receive this abundance, you will get it, you will achieve that. So your advice is to step into your empowerment, your skills, this energy of having a lot to offer. And also, if there's a place where you can create new ideas or birth new ideas, some of this is entrepreneurial energy. If you're creating something. So I think that you're in the right path, or you have the abundance. That's a card of abundance for sure. Lisa Lamley 123. You need healing advice. Okay, let's see what the healing advice is for Lisa. Lisa Lamley. I can't see this, guys. It's not. Let's take a look. What's the healing advice for Lisa? Okay. Your healing advice here, Lisa. There's an energy, and this is kind of a classic, but I'm going to say what I get here, the Four of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. Whatever you are holding on to, whatever you're hanging on to, and you're not willing to maybe let go or accept and release, this is about your peace of mind as well. So there's either something that you might be holding on to mentally, maybe emotionally, physically. There's something here that's saying you could be holding things back. I know this about healing because a lot of you probably know my story, my background, holistic nutrition, all of that stuff. Been through it, been there, done that. And holding on to emotions, holding on to anger, frustration, resentment, whatever that is, can really manifest into health issues. It's not saying that that's your ultimate, that's not blaming somebody for having health issues or having healing, but I think it's saying here, protect yourself in ways where you might be leaking energy or giving it away to other people, and just let go and move on and seek peace in your life. This is about a calmer water, Six of Swords. There could literally be something around hydration or water. Is there anything, I just want to clarify this for, what are you possibly holding on to? What's this? There's this clutching energy. What is this about? Six of Wands. So there is healing here for you. There is a sense of victory or success. And there could be, again, something to sort of release and allow it. Maybe have a little more trust or a little bit more faith that you are gaining a sense of increased energy or an improvement in your healing. But I feel like you have maybe more support than you realize, or people here who are trying to either encourage you or help you or support you. And it may also be saying, try to open that up a little bit. Try not to do everything by yourself. Allow people to cheer you on, to help you out, to support you. Okay. Whatever's going to create you a peaceful mind or a peaceful approach in your life is what's going to help you, I think, which is very true, because stress is the underlying of things as well. I hope that helps. Let's take a look, guys. Leah LM. What's the spiritual significance of the man that I'm picking up with in my energy? Interesting question. Let's see what it says. For Lisa LM. Leah LM. What's the spiritual significance of the man that you're picking up in your energy? What's the spiritual significance of this? The Wheel of Fortune. Whatever's fated for you is going to show up and change your life. Hopefully, well, I believe it's a positive way. I think that everybody is ultimately changing us for the better if we take it from a gift of a lesson, of something that's, even though you might go through some difficult times, but this is something that the spiritual significance is because it was meant to be in a way. It's fated and it's an outcome for you. There's a thing around timing. And I think that that's where you've kind of answered a little bit of your own question, is that now you're looking for, or you're ready for the significance of the abundance of a relationship or a connection, the significance of abundance. Some people are looking for someone and they're really not ready because it'll show up in their life and they don't even know what to do with the person, what they're offering them, their worthiness. I think the good thing with you is that it seems like you're picking this up because you're feeling the alignment that you have with somebody that's going to change things, and you as well for them. So the spiritual significance isn't always, I wouldn't say it's just about what's the significance for you, but also what is the significance for him. Okay, so you hold a frequency for him as well. So keep that open, because I do like that vibe. That feels really good. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Try to keep it to one question, guys, if you don't mind. Hey, Judy. Try to keep it to one question, guys, because there's a lot of people on here. There's 40 of you. And so I want to try to get to everybody. And plus I'm behind, so stay with me here. Please pick a card for me. Francis, I did that. I'm sorry. Okay. Insight on a recent friendship breakup for Nicole. What's the insight on this recent friendship breakup for Nicole? Let's take a look here. I may have done a question for you already, but that's okay. Let's see. Too much work. Lack of patience. Somebody who's not willing to actually foster a healthy friendship. Somebody who's not willing to allow this friendship to grow into something that's, you've got to put the energy, the effort, there's something around that. So there's a lack of patience. This is a person that may be more of a fair weather friend in your life. They're not there to bear the outcome with you. Yeah, the 7 of Cups. So I think some of you got your hopes up thinking that it was more than you thought. There could be the illusion in there that, hey, I thought we were going to be friends forever. I thought this was so good. I thought something was meaningful here. And it's like, maybe not. So don't forget that they may, either you or they were maybe wanting more choice, more freedom, more people. Maybe they needed to expand their circle. They wanted something different. They were not wanting something, they could have gotten overwhelmed. I think there's an overwhelm and an impatience attached to that. So that's the insight it's showing. Ben Evolver 81. Sorry guys, I can't read this. What are William's feelings for me? Ben Evolver. What are William's feelings? Magician? Gemini energy. What's this Magician about? What are William's feelings? It seems like William's going to try to find a way to he feels like he's trying to get your attention. So I feel like his feelings for you they're active. There's not it doesn't feel very boring per se. It feels like, but he seems to want you to show him feelings. He wants to see what's possible with you. He wants to see if this thing can manifest into something. He wants to feel the passion, the magic, the energy. Is there anything else? Is there any healing advice? Six of Cups. I don't know if this person's from your past, but they may try to relive, or, you know, the Magician, bring back the past, or make the magic happen this time around. But it's really about feeling good and sort of enjoying the time that you guys have. I think somebody here is trying to see where the chemistry goes, where this relationship is going. He wants you to, I feel like, come around him more often, or more in general. I hope that helps. These are very quick, guys, so keep that in mind as well. You can let me know if they're making sense. Annie, these are just general reads. You can ask a question if you want. So this is just to answer. Let's see. If you guys have sent in tips, by the way, thank you, first of all. But it's not a guarantee either, okay, that I can get to everybody. I'm going to see how much my energy will last. Mrs. Sunshine Lady, I'm glad it resonated. That's good. I'm glad I'm on live too. I want to do more lives, guys. I'm gonna send some emails to YouTube though, because this is not the right. This is ineffective. But I would like to be on way more live. It's just time. Okay. There's a February Aquarian here. Will I still find my forever lover? MAUG Mog 8677. Let's ask about that. I don't know about these questions about finding your forever lover. You are supposed to be your first and foremost love. Let's see. It'll find you. Or he or she. How about this? Finding their forever lover. It'll find you. Knight of Cups. Sit back and enjoy your life. Enjoy the ride. This is a person that needs to come towards you. That isn't the most committal energy. So you might be inviting people into your life that are not showing you forever or showing you commitment, okay? Because we can't promise this forever idea necessarily. The Page of Swords. Are you doing, yeah, I was going to say, are you online? Because I would avoid the online for you anyways. This is saying, like, protect yourself from the online, the online search. Page of Swords, Seven of Wands. Let your guards down, sit back. You don't have to go doing all the searching or looking for it, and let the energy come towards you. Do the same, like just go enjoy and be in your free emotional spirit. Go and have fun and let that person see you in your natural element. Because there could be this thing that, now the other thing is that it is showing up with the Seven of Wands. So make sure you're aware and very conscientious of your open energy, that you are ready for this, because that Seven of Wands has a bit of a guard. But I also think that it's saying this Page of Swords can be online. It can be looking online and trying to find and seek out. And I feel like it's saying just kind of let that door sway its way closed. Like don't invest too much time about things online per se. I think you might have attracted people who really, you can't rush it, because the Knight of Cups can also be a little rushy energy. What could be in the way? Let me just see something for you. Because a lot of us, we all want this love, but what's in the way? What could be holding or blocking this person? For the Fool is just being single and free. Accepting that your life is right now doing your own path. That this person that even maybe you're looking for may not even be available. Maybe they're not even free out of a situation that hasn't had its karmic, like its closure. So that's really interesting. That's actually helpful even to me. I feel like that's very helpful, is that our person may not actually be free and available. And here we are looking and looking and looking, and we have a person, but they're probably karmically attached to somebody right now. That's an interesting feeling that I'm getting. It's like, where's my person? They're involved with something else in their life, but at the end of the day, they're living their life, and so should you. So that's definitely, that's my kind of approach. Just live your life and take that focus off of the entirety of your world. Like, there's so many things to feel love about, to feel good about. It's forever lover. I'm not dissing it at all. I'm just like, don't limit yourself. That's limiting in a way. In a way, it's creating a limitation. That Seven of Wands, right? It's putting a bit of a block up. Let's take a look. Thank you for the $5. Bailey, how are you? Will there be a big move and a change of pace for me? Bailey Green. All right. It's been a while. I've read for some of you guys, including, well, Bailey, we've read. Let's see. Is there going to be a big move and a change of pace for you, for Bailey Green? Tell me about her energy and is there going to be a big move and a change of pace? Well, there is a lot of big changes taking place right now, especially with this new year. But let's take a look. Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups. Yes, in the sense that this is telling me that you're ready, and it's really you are not getting what you need or want. There's a sense of maybe having letdown or boredom, or it's just like there is definitely something that has to change for you, I think. I know you're asking that. So this Queen of Swords has to make her decision up and kind of either cut ties or sever ties with whatever it is that the offer that you're currently getting feels to be that it's letting you down in a way. Clarify this for Bailey. The Emperor. So this is all about a bigger position for you. This could be through your workplace with that Emperor. Why did he come out? Why is the Emperor here? Aries season, which is coming up next. Is there going to be a big pace change? Whoa. Emperor and Aries, yes. I don't know that it's necessarily even a pace, but this is a big move upward and onward. This is potentially a partnership in your life that might change things. But this is strong energy for... they're not going to accept the Four of Cups energy. So the Queen of Swords is saying, okay, well, when we make our mind up, when we make a decision, when we decide to sever ties with the things that are just not giving us what we want to grow, to create that impactful change, yes, absolutely you are. I don't know exactly when. I want to say Aries season, but it's time, that's for sure. And when things run out, when they run dry, when they run stale, when they run boring or it's pretty much bound for you to change and showing it's there. So that's exciting. Lisa Lanny again. Will the Pisces in my life girlfriend ever be trustworthy? Okay, let's see. Lisa Lanny's. Will this Pisces in Lisa's life, the girlfriend, ever be trustworthy? Well, if you're having trust issues, that's not a good thing, right? Is this other person trustworthy? Well, the Five of Cups is somebody who has probably had regrets, or somebody who feels remorse or feels sad. So she's either let you down or you know, the one thing I want to say to you is with this Knight of Wands, don't be a chaser. I'm not saying you're a stalker by any means, but don't follow up. Don't feel that you have to go and follow up on someone's actions. If you're doing that, then you become monitoring, and I feel like something here, you're going to have to either wait and see, but Five of Cups is showing like, why did I... Let me just see. I want to give you a little more. What's the healing here for Lisa Lanning with this? What's the healing advice, regardless, because some honest people can turn distrustworthy overnight. So let's see. They can do something, right? It could be a quick action that was regretful, right? The Knight of Wands, like I went after something, I did something, and I have regret. It's not that I have distrust or I'm a trustworthy problem. It's that I slipped up. The Hermit. Stay in your peace here, Lisa. Like think about what you are. Go inward on this one. Let this person show up towards you, that Knight of Wands. Definitely don't follow. That's what I was saying. Don't chase them. The Hermit's chasing his own path, his own self. He's going inward. He's like, I'm not gonna bother. You know, it's sort of like, the Emperor. Here's the thing, okay? This is what I would say with this Emperor and the Hermit. If you feel better on your own, if you feel that your life has been more successful or more, better for you on your own, and you can do things, if this person's adding or complimenting and showing up, I mean, these are both rather trustworthy people, the Emperor and the Hermit, but the Emperor can also be in a negative where it could be a controlling person, a narcissistic energy, somebody that gets what they want. I don't think that there's necessarily trust issues, but I do feel like there is something here that you're going to experience when it comes to a sense of having a bit of sadness, grief, or regret. And maybe that's your person. If you had a slip up and they really have to prove themselves to you. That's the thing. If you've had a trust issue, they're really going to have to prove themselves to you, the Emperor. They're going to have to show up in a way. You would know in a serious relationship with the Emperor and the Hermit, this is somebody who's done the work. It's saying, like, I don't have time for that. I don't live my life like that. I've done my inner work. I know what I want. I know what I have to offer. So it could be around a conversation and really discovering yourself and this person's intentions in their life. If they can handle a conversation around what they're, sometimes you can tell the trust through that way as well. What else? K80, is that right? K80, your husband's asking if he is in the right life path. That's a good question. K80J, is that what I should get an iPad maybe. K80J's husband is asking if he is in the right life path. Give us energy about that. Yeah? Ace of Wands is yes. So if he's feeling very passionate about what he does and he gets up with excitement and he wants, he's creating change or he's passionate and he's doing, then yes. And this is showing up as a yes. Ace of Wands is absolutely a yes. Is there any insight? Is there any advice for her husband's life path? That's how you're going to know if you're excited when you get up. When you're kind of tired and you still want to do things and you still want to work at it because you're just passionate about it. I don't know if you guys have kids or not, but the right life path, it's kind of like this has been brought, this is interesting because I feel like the creativity or the thing is from our childhood, right? So what was that childhood nostalgic dream? What was that thing that if he's in that, like, I've wanted this since I was a child, that's also a deciding factor. So if you're in something that you're doing really well and you love it, like I didn't know that I was going to be a tarot reader. This is not something as a childhood that I thought I was going to be an environmentalist. I went to school for chemistry and environmental science, and it's actually not my life path. I'm very environmental in my own walking life, But my childhood dream was to be a vet, an environmentalist, to work at a zoo, that kind of thing. Then the health, the wellness, the holistic nutrition. So don't forget that your path evolves. But I think that there's a question. Just check back with your childhood to see, like, what was your dream? Is it still your dream, or is it something else? But I would say more so yes than not. Very much so. I would say like a 9 out of 10, he's on the right life path. But those are some questions to think about or ask yourself. Like, I know I'm on the right life path. There's no question. There's no question. I know. It's just the way everything happened exactly how it was supposed to. As a child, everything is like predetermined. Doesn't matter what goals I had. I went to school. I dropped out twice. I did that. I'm on my right life path. My right life path. I was gonna say light path. So are you on the light path? Is more important. Don't forget to be in your path with your light, your higher power. Don't forget that path, guys. Because when you are, you're naturally in your path, I feel like, as well. Let's take a look here. Thanks for the tips, guys. I can't see, but I thank you for the $10. There was a 5. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button as well if you could. Hi from California. Hey, Mara. S or K80J, my new backdrop. Yeah, it's my tree of life. I got that from Etsy and it was shipped in from Turkey. The only letdown about this picture, guys, is that when I bought it online, it was advertised and it looked like stained glass. That's what I was hoping for. That's what I thought I bought. And it's a print. So it is all like stained glass pieces, like everything is. I wish I could pull it up closer. Anyways, thank you for that. That's the backdrop. Cherry Bomb, please pull one card for me. Thank you. You're welcome. What's the energy for Cherry Bomb? I like dropping truth bombs. I drop truth bombs. Maybe you'll get an Ace of Swords. What's the message for Cherry Bomb? That's a cool name. What's the message for Cherry Bomb? One card for Cherry Bomb. King of Wands. I'm going to clarify for you, okay? So you're getting one card, but that is a very eager, passionate, masculine energy. King of Wands can be, it's ambitious, you know, it shows leadership. It shows that eagerness to show up to what he wants to get out of life. Can be entrepreneurial. Can be somebody who doesn't like to be tied down. Let's clarify, because that can mean 101 things. I want to clarify for you. Tell me about this King of Wands. What's the energy for Cherry Bomb? The Justice, Libra energy. So this is about fairness and balance, and maybe there's a question or there's something here to say to you, Cherry Bomb. Are you being treated fairly? Because the King of Wands can definitely go after and get what he wants. And be a little bit pushy in getting that, and being a little bit like eager beaver, but not considering maybe others. So there could be this thing as well that's very Libra energy, the friendship, getting to know this person, making sure that this makes sense. Because that energy could be very complimentary and it could work for you. Maybe you don't care if someone is first in line or bumps ahead of line for you or goes after what they want. Maybe you're good with that. So there could be a thing about just seeing that this is someone that brings balance into your life. Again, like King of Wands, that fire, that passion, that confidence can really complement somebody who's reserved and shy and quiet and like doesn't have a lot of that confidence kind of thing of coming forth. So it might bring balance into your life, but ask yourself if it is. Is it fair? Is it, I don't know if you have legal issues with this person. I just want to split the deck. The Hermit. think about if this person or situation for you is someone that's meant for your life path. Hermit, go within and see if it's something that you can see yourself long-term with. All right, guys, I'm probably going to stay on about an hour and a half max, okay? So we're in 45 minutes, maybe 6:30, I don't know. All right. Dolce Toscano, a card for me for love life. Okay. Dolce, am I saying that right? Dolce Toscano, let's see. Card for Dolce or Dulce Toscano, a card for love life. Let's take a look. What's the energy around love life or connection? The Chariot. Cancerian energy. This is really, there could be something there that your love life is in the travels. It could be somewhere elsewhere outside of where you are. I need to clarify that. It could be with a Cancer. There could be something here that's telling me that you're moving on. What is the Chariot? Can't just pull one card. The Seven of Wands. You could be hesitant about moving on, whether that's moving forward, the Death card. That's almost telling me like something that's finished before it's even started, because there's the Seven of Wands in the way. So there's something here that either it didn't take off for you in the love life right now, or it never does. There could be a habit of or not a habit, but a pattern is what I meant to say. There could be a pattern here where you're like, it ends before it actually takes off. Someone puts their walls up all the time, whether that's you or this person. So there's something here that is about a new beginning. With the Death card, could be Scorpio or Cancer. And Scorpio and Cancer are actually I think they're very compatible matches for each other. The Cancers they understand, or they can click. So I want to say, you may just be, I don't know if you are one of those signs, but it might be about for you the compatibility, and you get to know someone and you're like, you know what, it's done. Like some people end things before they start just based on their astro charts. Some people will say, what's your chart? You're a Scorpio. No, thank you. You're a Leo. No, thanks. Or it's over because your rising is this or whatever. So there could be an energy here that's saying it feels like something ends before it gets a chance to really take off. Why is this? I don't quite understand yet. Let me take a look. Clarity around the love life energy. The Ace of Swords. So you're ready for this new beginning, and it's around truth and conversation. And I think you've got to get to know somebody. You've got to understand if someone's honest, if you can talk, if there's someone that you can click with and get along with. Because some people might be guarded. I don't know. This is really about the truth and the clarity around a relationship for you. So I feel like it's making sure that you know exactly who you are, exactly what you're looking for, what you need, or what you feel aligned with in a partner. And again, if you know right off the bat it's not for you and you're ending it, then that's fair enough. If somebody's saying I never want to get married, and they can be like, okay, well, that's not going to work, or whatever. Some people, whatever that may be. I hope that helps. Meadow Carbo. Am I saying that right? Are you supposed to move to California? Meadow Carbo. Guys, I'm probably way behind on the chat here, so I hope you guys are hanging in there. I know there's only 35 of you, but are you supposed to move to California? Meadow Carbo. Am I saying that right? Is Meadow Carbo supposed to move to California? Yes or no? Or what's going on with that? Don't rush it. Make sure you have enough financial, this is a bit of a saving of money, Four of Pentacles. Just make sure you can afford where you're going there. It's also like, I feel like this is someone that's saying like, I need, like, don't give up what you have. Like, don't forfeit what you have. Is Metal Carvel supposed to move to California? Yes or no? What's going on with that Oh, wow. 8 of Wands is like very quickly. So, why is the 4 of Pentacles here? The 9 of Cups, it was in reverse. I feel like you're feeling a little bit like you're not getting the fulfillment out of something, and I feel like you might be feeling a bit retracted. You feel maybe it could be claustrophobic, could be like closed in. But it's really about you not holding on to something if you're not happy. So if you're willing to let go of something, even if it could come at a bit of a cost, perhaps, it's like when somebody, if you leave a high paying job and you're moving to California and the job is less paying or less, it's like, but I'm happier there. If you're not, this is really about fulfilling where you feel your wish fulfillment. But I just wouldn't, it's interesting. I said don't rush it, and then the 8 of Wands comes out, which is a very fast moving energy. So it's whatever you're willing to let go of here, or that you're holding on to. And it could simply be just like saving up a little bit of money. I want to clarify that for you. That's not the Chariot. Yeah, it's more of a yes. It's more of a yes. You've got 9 of Cups, 8 of Wands with the Chariot, moving on, letting go. If it's towards your focus of your goals, I think more so your happiness. Okay? So I would say potentially by the Cancerian season, like June, July. I hope that helps. It looks like a yes. Maybe it's saying don't hold back because you got all these cards followed up with moving forward. So you're asking the question, and maybe you're reluctant or you're hesitant, apprehensive. This is kind of like, well, the Chariot's also, maybe go for a little trip, or go. You probably have, I'm presuming. Go for a trip. Go see how you feel. Go check out the traffic in LA. Like go see. It depends where you're going. Go see if that's the life you want. I said that because the Chariot. You might have to see your car circumstances. From Vancouver Island. Hey Jennifer, thank you. Home-based business and weight loss plus work full-time. Okay, amazing. Let's see what else. Hey, Lanny Banani. How are you? Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah, I like going live. I should have had more energy today, but it's okay. Hello from South Africa. Wow. Please have a card. Yeah, you can, for sure. Irene Jones. I can't, guys, the text is blended into my clothing, into my background. I can't see it properly. Okay, so there's from South Africa, Irene. I'm going to say Irene, but anyways, may I please have a card? What's this card for? Irene Jones in South Africa. What's the message for this person? Male or female? I'm presuming female. Page of Pentacles. The Sun. There's an offer here for you that's like showing up that's going to bring you into something new, it seems like. Something about having a conversation about what is going to change for you, accepting a potential offer. There could be something that's quite small, but it's really big in its energy. It might be something small, but also very like, wow, this lights up your life. This brings a big change. Small things that bring big changes is what I'm getting. So there's a lot of new beginnings there for you. There's an offer that's going to bring a lot of light to a situation, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. Is there anything else? I just want to add to that for you. You've got some Leo there. The Knight of Cups. You might be pursued. You're being pursued with an offer, potentially like love or emotion, but you're being pursued. Somebody or someone, maybe a company, maybe a person, maybe a love interest is like really showing up for you in some way. Okay? Either you make this situation, person, place happy, but I think that I would entertain it. I would entertain it. Thank you for the $4.99. Let's see. Okay, Francis. Rachel, Francis. Oh, wait a second. I'm going to back up one there. Illuminati. Illuminati. What do I need to know? I got to change my lighting, guys. It's too bright. Okay, here we go. Illuminati. What do you need to know? Let's see what it says. What does Illuminati need to know? I think I just said that wrong. Luminita. Sorry. Illuminati. Alex. Luminita, I believe. It's so small, guys. Sorry about that. I don't think it's Illuminati. What does Luminita need to know? You need to know that you're in the star energy here. That you're on the right path. That don't give up hope. That continue your dream. You know, show up for yourself in life here, because something is this is a beautiful card. It's Aquarius energy. I don't know if you're Aquarius, but what you need to know is to dream big, you know, step into your path, follow through with where you feel you belong. And if you're in that, then you're on the right way, you're on the right path, you're heading towards that. Don't lose hope, okay? With the star card. Very much a beautiful card of not losing hope. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. Okay, Rachel, Francis, what will 2026 bring? Let's see. I think a lot of good things for a lot of people. What is 2026 going to bring for Rachel? The World card came flying out. So this is going to be maybe travel for you, maybe moving or travel. The World card is all about new beginnings, which is, we're also in the horse year, the fire horse. So this is wrapping up old things from 2025 or wrapping up old things from your life that need to start fresh again. This is a card of like feeling victory, finally feeling like things are closing up or ending, or, you know, there's a completion and new beginnings and potentially travel there. I'll leave it there because the World is like the end of an old path. This is the last part in tarot. So you're starting something very fresh. It's a brand new year. Make the best of it. Explore the world. Explore your life. Independent Jesse. Thanks, Jesse. All my videos resonate. I'm glad to hear that. No worries, Miss Sunshine. It's all good. Okay. I just picked up 3 cards of my tarot. Annie Gagnon. Could you please make a quick reading? I want to see if you have the same cards. Let's take a look. I hope you're doing well, Annie. We've had readings together. Okay, so Annie had 3 cards. Let's see what the 3 cards that we get, and let's see what it says for you, okay? So this is for Annie in Quebec. I hope you're well, my fellow Canadian. Let's see what's going on with Annie. What's the 3 cards for Annie? 3 cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, I got the Hermit, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Sun card. I think you've discovered something here, Annie. There's a thing that you now know your purpose. You know your. I'm gonna use French, and I'm not very French, but travailler, working. Eight of Pentacles. Something's very good for you that brings you into a place of happiness and productivity and purpose. And I think that you may have had to step back, or you may have had to take a break for you to figure out like what it is that makes you happy, what is your job, your role, your purpose. So I think that's really good. And I think this could have started in Virgo season for you, being in like September, and ending in this coming Leo season. So by July, August, I want to say like work and money and things that you're working towards are showing up very, very much. So it's very good. I like it. I hope that makes sense. Travailler, that's my... I do not know French. I think I didn't fail it, but that was my challenging class, so to say. Very challenging for me. Languages are not my thing. I remember when I was in Costa Rica, I was so embarrassed. It was terrible. I was so embarrassed because and I should know this because my dad's Italian and I have like a bit of a, I should know some basic Spanish, Latin, whatever. And I was saying, instead of saying no thank you, I was saying no bueno. Like no good. So I'm like, they're like, would you like more water or tea or whatever? And at first I was saying no bueno. I was like, no, and then this person's like, you're saying it wrong. I was saying no good, like this is no good. Anyways, Annie, merci. Merci beaucoup. If you're able to pull a card for me, I'd love to know the insight on my sister-in-law and the relationship currently, when it will and where it will go. Okay. Independent. Jesse. Okay. Well, let's take a look here, okay, Jesse? So, independent Jesse, your insight on her sister-in-law. Okay, so what's the overall current energy of this relationship with her sister-in-law? Or I'm assuming you're female. I can't see the pictures. Jesse. It's a little quiet right now, to say the least. There's a hermit. Okay, so unless one of you is a Virgo, there's a little bit of, you just need to let somebody think about what they need out of their life. Let somebody reflect, because either you could be the one to shine a light and lead the way, or vice versa. Okay, the hermit is reflecting, he's going inward, he's thinking, and it's like maybe there's a lesson that one of you might lead the other person towards better things. Where will it go? Because right now it's taking a time out. It feels like this connection is taking a bit of someone needs some space. Let them have it. It'll move on to more peaceful energy, okay? Six of Swords. So you will get through whatever it is that is kind of not so peaceful, let's say. Is there anything else? Why that Six of Swords? The Knight of Swords. Yeah, you'll pick up again. It feels like somebody that will pick up where you left off, or someone that's saying, let them take action. Again, roles can be reversed here, but this is just letting somebody be, letting them be in their peace. You find your peace. Don't get caught up in, other people's life path is what I want to say. Live and let live, and take action towards, what you are about. If you want to take action, say, hey, sister-in-law, do you want to join us over here? Or do you want, great. And if they don't, okay, cool. So I would say, like, focus. I think it's important for all of us, like, focus on yourself, your path. Focus on who you are, what I have in-laws that we all get along, okay? My brother-in-laws and stuff, but like, we're different. We're very different. One of them, I love my brother-in-laws. They're great guys, but like, can I talk to him about my spiritual path and plant medicine and tarot? And no, he's very, very religious. So it doesn't cause a rift. It's just like live and let live, and come together with what you do have in common, you know? Try not to, the thing here, Jess, is that you can't overreact, because somebody here could be very hasty and someone could have, you know, acted without thinking. Okay? And that can cause offense or whatever. The Hermit's like, I'm good within myself. I'm not going to take it offensively. I know that people, even, it took a while, not really. I was very well accepted with what I'm doing, but I know that it doesn't agree with certain people. That's okay. A lot of things about me don't agree with people, but that's okay, right? So, I feel like you guys will pick up where you left off, but let yourselves find your way, because someone here needs space, and that's okay. Don't take it like I said, don't take it personally. Okay. Scooby Dooby. I feel like I've seen your name here. I don't know if we've met, Scooby Dooby. I don't know. I've seen your thing around here somewhere. It doesn't matter. But how does Ali feel towards Emma? Okay, let's take a look for Scooby Dooby. How does Ali feel towards Emma? How does Ali feel towards Emma? Well, she's very slow to show up here. There's a bit of a slow-moving energy. There could be something here there could be something around financial stability or financial money, or I don't know if there's a little bit of a tie in between them. How does Ali feel about Emma? There's a sense of commitment here. There's a sense of commitment and somebody who does care, because the King of Pentacles is here, a very nurturing, caring person, but it might take some time. So, you know, it's something that I think this person, it's very earthy. But there's commitment there, and I feel that with the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So you've got like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's ask the reverse for you, just because we need to see the other side. How does Emma feel towards Ali? At one point there was question for Emma, it seems. And she likes her. She likes Ali. There's a Page of Cups here. So she was trying to understand if she liked Ali, or if this connection was, maybe, you know, should I apologize? It could be something like that. But I feel like there's an attraction here. There's a like. There's a sense of feeling very committed. You have the Hierophant. Now, I don't know the full dynamic, if these are adults, if these are in a connection that's meant for marriage, but you've got a lot of commitment, but not necessarily rushing it. Okay, someone's quite slow. Ali's a little bit slow towards Emma. That's what I'm picking up. But nonetheless, you know, stable, nurturing, caring, financially maybe supportive. You know, a bit of a rock energy. Okay. This is really strange because this thing is backing up for me. I'm moving down and it's backing up. My zodiac sign is Aquarius for Moki 96. I am Aquarius Sun, Pisces rising, and Aries moon. I don't like my Aries moon. It's a tough one. I'm aware of it now, though. Like, I'm aware of how to handle myself better. I'm going to ask this question from Mara Paints. When will you find your soulmate? There's similar questions that I've had earlier in the reading already, but let's see. When will you find your soulmate? This is the question of, I think most people, a lot of people out there. But let's see what it shows, because even as an individual, as a reader, I have a very different outlook on this whole concept of where's my love partner, where's my soulmate, where's my twin flame. It's right here. It's right here. That's your soulmate. But that's a deeper question. It's a deeper conversation. Ace of Pentacles. See, you are the offering. It's around you. Again, this is the exact same card that came out, if I'm not mistaken, with the other person in this group who asked the same question. And your soulmate, we make it feel like this is all we need to finish life off, to complete, to feel like you hit the jackpot. But things are going to come into your life in many different forms, not just soulmates. There's abundance all around you. If you have like a healing, let's say if people go through like sickness and health and loss and grief and losing money and jobs, and then you heal from that alone, you're like, I'm so grateful. I have so much gratitude, that all you need to be is an open heart to allow the person to show up. So it's not when or who or where is it, or because we're all looking for that. If we all knew, we'd all have our soulmates. That's the reality, is what I'm realizing. Let it just appear, because life is showing up for you with so much abundance in so many ways. And when you find who you are, or when you feel like you've had an awakening or an enlightenment, you're complete. It's within you. You're like, yeah, would we like love? For sure. Would we want relationships? Yeah, for sure. But it's not like this big dying question in our life where it's like where, how, who, it's like becomes like a bit of a focus. So I think that you have someone there. I think we all do have maybe many soulmates, many life partners. It's there, but also don't forget to, what's the healing advice? Let me see. Don't forget to see all the beautiful things that are being shown to you in life, that are showing up, because it's also recognizing that you are, like, in a way, it's not arrogant. It's not you. It's just like you are the prize. Someone has to recognize the other person, because you could have a beautiful connection or a beautiful, you've done a lot of the work and you've had awakenings and all these things. And it's like, someone has to recognize this, right? It's like a currency. It's like, imagine a foreign currency and you don't recognize that. Is that a $10 bill or is that worth 10 million? Like, I don't know. You have to be aligned. You have to understand the currency, the frequency, the alignment. The healing advice for you, Seven of Swords. Like, sometimes things don't go the way we anticipate. Sometimes things don't go the way we want. And never to feel bitter or shortchanged in this life, because you could have abundance in many other ways. Some people are with what they thought was their soulmate, and they're not so complete. And they can get bitter. They can get resentful. They can be like, ugh, Your healing advice is it's saying here, like, there could be some things that need to be, I always say this, I say this to myself and to everybody else. Make sure you're in a really good healed place. Make sure that you feel very clear and all of your past is forgiven. That you can honestly look back and wish them all well and send them love. Because that is a huge freedom for you to be open. I'm not an expert, guys, and I'm not a love coach, and I'm not a doc. I'm nothing. I'm Alex. But have I ever learned a lot, not only in my life, but through the readings of people? I've really learned through you guys. When I read for people, man, oh man, I get so many lessons shown to me. So yeah. Mara paints, like, there are soulmates. I do believe that we have partners in life and love and all of that, but where, when, and how, that is really the big mystery for everyone. E-Link, Nuts. Oh gosh, I can't see these. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your energy. You're welcome. It goes both ways. Relaxed vibe. Any advice regarding my work life? Let's take a look. Oh, I'm laughing because I like your name. Relaxed vibe. Your work life. It's like the chill person in the office. This is good. What's the energy around any advice regarding the work life for relaxed vibe? You got the Queen of Pentacles. So your work is there. There's something there that's, allowing you to make money. Your advice is like to do the work, to make sure you nurture yourself. I don't know if the advice would be in the financial world for you or involving an exchange of financial or money or Queen of Pentacles. But she is the one that works and makes her money. So it's not like there's a shortage per se. Is there any healing advice for you around your work life? There could be that whole thing around your work life, literally, and you get the Queen of Pentacles. It's like a life of work. If I flip that backwards, do you just have a life of work? The Ace of Wands. Beautiful changes, passion, new beginnings, new creative ideas. The possibilities for you to earn money, to do what you want to do are alive. They're not dormant, or they're not dormant anymore, is what I feel like. So you're ready for change. You're ready for, sorry guys, my shoe, my little sock thing fell out. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of things to create and do. Okay. Guys, just so you know, it's 6:18. I'm going to quit. I'm going to cut her off at 6:30 because I got 10 more minutes just because my energy is, I'm getting pretty drained here. All right. Thank you for the tips, guys. $25. Thank you. Or that's in, that's another currency. See, I don't know. I don't know what that means, but thank you. It's funny I said that. Christine 1111. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the channel, guys. Bailey, yes. I hope that all is a good yes. Judy, let's see. I have no idea how far I am down the chat, guys, so you may or may not be here. You may still be with me. Major battle between your eldest daughter and you. What the heck is going on? Judy. I will say her name in my mind. But your eldest daughter, because I know who you're referring to. What is going on between Judy and her eldest daughter? What is going on here? It's around the work. There's a thing here around the busyness, the work. Okay? Maybe this, okay, so I do know a little bit of insight there, but what is the healing advice? Hang on. What does Judy's eldest daughter need from her as a mother? Let's go this route. What does Judy's eldest daughter need from her, please? What are her needs in this relationship? To contribute, okay? I'm just saying what I see here. So we're friends, and you know that this all comes from a good, loving place. It's the Three of Pentacles. So cooperation to build, whether that's help build your own life, to contribute in a way, to kind of start clean in a sense. It's also like, maybe there's a thing saying, can we just like hit the reset button and start fresh here? Okay. Where's the blind spot on Judy's side? Is there a blind spot? Is there something that Judy is missing in this connection? There's something here about the effort being put in the work, okay? Is there a, what's missing? What's the blockage? What's Judy not getting here? We've got two cards. Libra, Justice, and the Six of Swords, which is really about Somebody here, Judy, feels that it's unfair, I feel like, the justice, okay? Because we've got the energy of like putting in more work. So somebody may be saying here or feeling like it's one-sided or there's a bit of an imbalance. The thing is that the Six of Swords is saying, you know, let go or find peace in something, make peace with it within yourself. Make justice with yourself, right? It's kind of like the relationship between, say, my neighbors. I'm just giving a very crazy example, but it's like there's one that they could improve. Okay, they could improve with their noise, their cleanliness, their thing. But I just said, you know what? I'm just going to make peace with it and focus on my little space, and let them destroy their lawn or do whatever they got to do. Make all the noise you want. I've just made peace with it. They don't have much of a choice. It's unfair, but so there's that kind of energy of saying, I'm just going to make peace with it within myself. Something may be unfair. Try not to focus on like the unfair part of it, and put in the energy that you're doing to make it like, I'm showing up the best way I can. I'll make peace with it. If she can make peace with it, perfect. Is there any healing advice overall for this relationship? What is going on, Spirit? What the heck is going on here? What is really going on? What is the issue? What's going on? We need an elephant card. The elephant in the room. The Chariot. Travel. Moving forward. Moving on. You have it twice here. Something is saying just move along, to move forward, to move on. Your travel thing might have an impact on here. I don't know. That I don't know. There could be Cancerian energy. So what is going on is saying that people just need to get on their own path and focus on themselves and their goals. And if you can cooperate, then great. What is the daughter maybe missing? What is Judy's daughter maybe not seeing here? The Knight of Swords was in reverse. She's not taking action towards anything. There's something else there. What is that? Something flipped over. Where did I see that? There it is. And the Knight of Cups. So in reverse. So she's really not showing up or taking action towards giving or receiving of affection or invitations or whatever this is. Overall healing advice for Judy in this situation with this relationship. Again, Judy, 8 of Wands. So you have 3 indicators here of saying, you know what, I just want to be at peace. I want to make peace. I want to bring things together as friendly as we can. And live and let live. Move on. 8 of Wands. You have 6 of Swords, 8 of Wands, a Chariot. Move forward. We can chat more. We can do a little reading together if you want. I don't mind. Seriously. We can catch up and do a reading and really dive into that. But hopefully that helps, considering it's just a few cards. All right. I'm sending you both love, Judy, because it's unfortunate it has to be like that. Razi Begum. I can't read these very well, guys. I apologize. I hope you're well. Will Murshid marry me? For Razia Begum. Will Murshid marry? Okay, this is a bit of an intense question to be asking in a this kind of setting. So just, I'm honoring your question, but I'm also honoring your person's free choice and their own privacy in a sense. But I'll just see what it comes out. He's working on, he or she, I'm presuming that's the Murshid. They're working on it. They're planning something. 3 of Pentacles. They're planning something. So I want to lean in towards a yes, because this is a cooperative card. It's a card that's saying, let's build. You might be rushing the situation, because this is still a bit of a ground up energy, like from the ground up. So there could still be things that you guys need to continue to build upon to strengthen where you might have some missing links before you jump into the marriage. So I want to tell you that if he or she is taking their time to allow them to work with you, because if you're meant to be, you have a whole life ahead of you. So whether you get married this year or in 5 years, 3 years, I don't know, let this person work with you, okay? Because they're still working on plan. They got a plan. So I think you guys are building towards that. Okay? I hope that helps. I think you're in a good place. So stay positive. Love and support him. If you want to be married, love and support him. Give him space, give him time, give him the ability to show you what he's made of. Okay, I'm glad, Bailey. I'm glad that these are coming through good for you guys, I think, for the most part. Will you do a group reading for us that are watching? That's a great question, Janalee. I'm going to ask. I appreciate that question from you, because let's see what the group is. The collective that is here tonight, there's only 27 left online. There was 40 at a point. And please hit the like button, guys. I appreciate your support as well. What is the collective message, the group reading? It's a good one. We're asking upon the whole group, the collective. I feel like you must be an Aquarius. You're thinking about the humanity, the whole gang here. What is the overall message tonight for the group on behalf of Janalee? Let's see. Page of Swords. Queen of Cups. I'm laughing because this is kind of like, thanks for being online here with me. The message is that what I want to say here, this is really nice, guys, because it's coming right through here for me. I get my own little down. I get this stuff, okay? The message for the collective tonight is to challenge yourselves on your ability to love, on your ability to have an open heart, to express who you are, to love who you are, and to come from a place of love without necessarily asking questions or getting too involved. That's what I got for you. There's a thing here about loving yourself first and foremost before we can take the challenge on of loving someone else. There's a lot of channeling, guys, taking place with this. I really appreciate this question. Generally, thank you for this, because this is very interesting, because you have this Queen of Cups here. The way we receive love from it's interesting, there's two little dogs here. And it's like that unconditional love that we have for, say, animals, and how we receive and we love them so much for all the love they give us, is how we need to start showing up for people in life. To really, really challenge yourself about responding in love, offering love, and ultimately loving yourself. I do feel, guys, I was chuckling about this Page of Swords, about thank you for being here online. But, it is a thank you, because we do get to interact and we do get to share message through the tarot, through spirit, what's happening. And other people's questions might be helping other people who maybe don't even want to ask a question, or they don't, this could be related to you through someone else. So it might make you feel, because I know a lot of you have asked about soulmates, right? You've asked about, where's my person? I'm still asking that question as well. But it's just like, I don't know. It's like, when will I die? I don't know. Could be next week, could be 25 years, could be 50 years. I don't know. Maybe we'll live till we're 120 by the time we get there. I don't know. But this is really showing about focusing on the love that you give off from yourself to others. And animals are a very, very clear example of this. Their purity. These are white dogs. Their purity of the example of love that animals unconditionally have for each other and for us. Thank you for asking that. That made my night. That really made my night. Thank you. I'm sure it made a lot of other. I hope that message helps, guys. It's really interesting as a reader, like you guys see my channel, which is challenging for me because I can't interact necessarily when I do my readings on YouTube. But when I do a personal reading, or those of you who've met me in person, or I don't know, I get there is a lot of like channeling that takes place in a personal reading. So that's why when you ask this collective question, it's like I know now that whether it's spirit or also other people's loved ones on the other side, because I'll never call myself a medium, but I definitely have made connections to many people's loved ones on the other side. They will show up. There's no, I've learned now that I can't guarantee it, but oftentimes people are pleasantly surprised that it might take place. And so it's like they will show up. They'll come through the open channel, whoever's open for them. So that did not feel like a tarot, those two cards. That would show up much differently, I think, in a tarot reading on YouTube. I don't know, this question you've got here, is it dread or hesitancy? That's a very interesting question. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm open to asking, to clarifying. Is it dread or hesitancy for this person? For Hannah Yura? Is that right? It's hesitancy. 4 of Pentacles. That's all I'm going to say for that one. You're hesitant, or the situation's hesitancy. Thank you for the $10 or £10. Thank you very much. Okay, where are we? My gosh. Thank you for the tips, guys. This is an example, okay? Again, I'm going to share stuff with you guys on my channel that's going to change. It's evolving, it's changing, because some of you say, like, where's the abundance? How am I going to do this? When are things happening? How come I can't find this? How come I can't find that? I spontaneously was like, I need to go online tonight. And this is abundance right here happening in front of me. It's like there's no thought, there's no effort. There is effort. I have to be open for you, but just do what you're doing. Just enjoy. And I'm offering free readings and I'm getting paid. Thank you. I'm blessed. I'm abundant. This is how it's happening. Here's an example, guys, for you to see. I don't know a lot, and I'm not judging other readers at all, but most of them are you got to pay to get to pull a card, which is fine. Everyone's exchanging energy and money. It's worth it. They're worth every dollar. My approach when it comes to lives is to let the energy flow, and it's a lesson maybe a lesson. It's a message that has to be shared. And if I get a tip out of that, or I get a gratitude, or I get an energy exchange, beautiful. You win, I win. No one costed anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's there. So it's fun. I'm so glad I love this. It's great, guys. Thank you. Okay, MAUG 877. That's it. You enjoy and patiently wait. Because they're patiently waiting for you too. Don't forget, you want someone who's patiently waiting for you. What about if your love life, or your soulmate, or your love, like, I was in a hospital for 10 years. I was sick. As you guys know, my healing story. I had Crohn's disease. how am I possibly going to show up, which I couldn't? I had somebody pursuing me like crazy at the time. Crazy. From another country, like from the US, from Florida. And I had to like cut that thing off. I had to cut that off so fast. So I was like, I got nothing to give you. There's nothing in me. I am literally getting a blood transfusion in a bed in a hospital. So it's like, and and they think you're the one, Alex, or this or that, and it's like I'm not the one. So don't get fixed on that because your person could be healing. Keep that in mind. This is what I tell myself. My person could be healing. My person could be with someone else right now. All that stuff. You never know. Cosmic Onions. I love your names, guys. Cosmic Onions. Katie. Is that Katie? As in my neighbor? I can't see the pictures. Hang on. I can't see your picture. Katie, if it's you, I hope you're having a great time. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hi. You're worried about your elderly mother, Christina. Let's ask about this. Christina's mother, 1111, you're worried about your elderly mother. I don't feel like getting off yet, guys. It's only 6:30. I'm not going anywhere, so dial up your friends if you want to bring them on to the chat tonight. Tell us about Christina's mother. She's a little bit worried about her mother. What's the energy here for her? Christina 1111. Okay. I don't know if you're the baby. We got a little page of cups here. She does need your love. She does need to be Excuse me. There's love here, so show up for each other. Excuse me. I feel like if there's younger ones around to bring them, like the little toddlers, this is very healing energy if you've got happy toddlers around. 4 of Wands. So there's stability there. I know you feel worried. There could be a thing here about trying to maintain like caring for her in the home. Okay? There could be this thing about ensuring safety and stability and just feeling like family. As I said it before, the 4 of cards, the Wands of the family. Family is important right now. The support, the love, whatever that is that your mother, this seems to be helpful, is supporting everyone from a family stance. Wherever she feels stable. I feel like something is probably stable, or give her a sense of stability. I don't know if you're worried about her actual stability. Maybe she's going through vertigo or dizziness or something of that nature. Is there any healing advice for Christina or her mother, please? It's the healing advice is kind of saying you will move on from this situation. There is a sense of, again, finding peace. It's interesting because we've got the calmer waters. So I'm wondering if something is like choppy or unstable, or she's got vertigo, or there's like a sense of that, instability. But it is saying to move on. Make sure that she has a clear mind, okay? Reassure her. To relieve her. Like, don't put the stress into it. Don't infuse that. Don't put in the worst case scenario. Okay, that'll add unneeded stress. Make sure she feels at peace. Reassure her. Let her know you're there. I think stability, you'll be okay, I hope. Sending you prayers. And also everybody as well, thank you for all your prayers for when I put out that video after the fire horse reading. I put into practice the practice of collective prayer and everybody gathering together to pray for an old friend of mine. We're not in touch. I totally don't. He showed up in my life with the horse images that he drew. So thank you for your prayers for Dave, because he is on the streets, literally living somewhere in a tent. It's very, very sad. So prayers collectively, they do help. Cosmic Onion, I'll answer your question as well. I'm trying to do one per person, but there's only 27. I have no idea how far I am down this list. You're wondering if your finances will improve and if your new business working with family and children will be successful. Well, tell me about Cosmic Onion's business here. Because if your business is doing well, then I think that that's going to be a reflection of your finances, okay? So let's work backwards. Working with family and children. This light, guys, I have to have a light. But it's really artificial. It's not good on the eyes. This is really good because there's a lot of love and creativity in this family business, it seems like. So normally people would say don't mix family and business, but I feel like there's quite a bit of love here for you, Cosmic Onion, with this whole thing. This is a new beginning with a lot of emotional like joy, celebration. This is good. This is fulfilling for a lot of people, or a lot of the maybe outside your family, like your customer base or whoever, whatever you're doing. I don't know if you know, are you doing a water business? I don't know. There could be something there. You've got Ace of Cups, a lot of water, a lot of emotions, okay? I just thought I'd ask. Will his or hers, I don't know, I'm not sure, but Cosmic Onions, I don't know why I presume you're female, but you could be either or. Cosmic Onion's finances, will his or her finances improve? I can't see the images, guys, so I have no idea. It is a mental stress for you. Eef. 8 of Swords, you're feeling, okay, you're gonna have to maybe get a little bit mentally creative with like, how do I get out of this, okay? So there is a thing that's saying you're gonna have to put a pause on something. Maybe that's a pause on spending, or there's gonna have to take a rest moment, because there's something here that's feeling like we're stuck in that financial cage, okay? There is always an out or a solution, or you know, there's always alternatives with this card. Although this person in the card feels very tied to their work, tied to the stress, tied to the debt, whatever this is. So I can definitely, it's confirming that it's not easy for you. What's the healing advice for Cosmic Onion? 2 of Pentacles. You're going to have to make some adjustments. You're going to have to make some choices. You're going to have to make some compromises. There's a bit of a juggle right now. It is going to take some time. Okay, will they improve? I want to say yes. But you're going to, there could be a little bit of borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. You know, there's a little bit of this juggling action going on. And I don't think that that's going to last forever, because you have a new beginning here with Ace of Cups, which says that, you know, in other ways, this mental stress also brings a lot of emotional fulfillment, abundance, things like that. Okay? So you're going to have to choose very carefully what you do with your money, how you budget. There's definitely a time we're going to have to take a pause on something. I just want one more advice, because I feel like that's leaving you hanging. I don't know I'm not a financial advisor, just so you know. I'm not giving financial or medical advice. There's the Ace of Pentacles. So this is something that's, you've got to wait, or you've got to, you know, there's this opportunity, a big thing that does show up for you. That's why I say, like, you've got 2 aces. And I feel that when you're working together as a family, and that you can't be the only one to take on all the stress, and maybe you're taking a lot of it upon yourself. But I also feel that when everyone is feeling, like, when you love what you do, you automatically attract abundance in some way, shape, or form. Is that forever? I don't know. But Ace of Pentacles is showing up with a nice offer for you, with a nice abundance. So you go from, you know, and it's interesting, he's juggling too. Those could be two aces. You might be saying, I went from $20 to juggling 20,000. Now what do I do? How do I invest it? You know, it's really interesting because we don't know what those two that he's juggling. Are they page of pentacles? Are they pennies, or are they aces of pentacles? So I like this for you because you've got a double ace. So there's new. I think that you'll be okay. It's just time. You got to take a pause. You got to make sure you get your rest in there because there's a lot of mental stress, overwhelm. I think it's very common nowadays. Right now, people are going through it heavily, big time. I'm gonna scroll right down. I'm just gonna get to the bottom here and work my way back a bit. Hold on. I'm so sorry, K80J, for your loss. Oh my gosh. 94 is a very long life. Very long life. Wow. I'm sorry for your loss. But you know what I say? When my aunt passed away, I had that bird show up, the cardinal that I held. They are in a new afterlife. They really are being reborn into their new life. They don't want you to be sad or grieving. And like, I feel like it's another spirit guide. You know, my aunt's with me. She showed up. A week after her passing, I had that cardinal that literally let me sit with the cardinal. You can see it in my shorts if you haven't seen that video yet. But there's a video that this cardinal showed up on my door, like right here. My deck is right beside me with the patio doors, and it's just like, this has got to be my aunt. So she's probably gonna be with you in other ways, but condolences nonetheless. It's never easy to deal with loss. Your best friend, Bailey, that had just showed up with us. My friend who passed away, unfortunately, but also I had a friend that showed up in my dreams. That's how I got into tarot. So a friend of mine passed away 25 years ago. Again, a lot of you already know this story because I've shared it so many times, and it's in my lives, and it's in other interviews that I've done. But yeah, she came through me for 20 years through dreams and showed me so many messages and images and a lot of things too that I eventually brought out 20 years later, which was just 5 years ago now, to the family, to the two sisters who I hadn't seen since we were children. So they will be around you when they feel an open channel. K80J, Utah. I want to go more to that. I haven't been to Utah, but I would love to go there. Okay. Amergen, 81. I can't see these words. The words are so small and it's blended in with the background. So it's all, will your house sell in the next few months? Amergen, I think is what I'm, 81, if I can see that properly. My apologies, guys. With my house, will your house sell in the next few months? That's a good question. I can't give financial advice here, but I have had many of these questions show up in personal readings which have had accurate outcomes. So let's see. Will your house sell in the next few months? King of Cups. I don't know why, but I'm going to ask you if you have a pool. Or water, maybe water. Hopefully nothing water. The Moon. I think what you're wondering here, or there's this like, I'm getting this thing like, who loves this place? Okay, and there's a bit of this like mysteriousness or the unknown of like, what are we, don't over question the it's kind of like you either love it or you don't kind of thing, okay? That's the thing. So if someone walks in and they're like, I'm not sure, it's like, don't worry about it. I had a friend who would always be like, oh, maybe I'm missing this, or maybe this is wrong, or maybe it's like, no, the person's gonna walk in, they're gonna love it. This King of Cups is a male energy. What's interesting is that you have Pisces, and this might actually sell in the season of Pisces. We have a full moon on March 3rd. What are we on? The 28th today. March 3rd or March 4th? Let me just see here. Why did the moon come out about selling this house? Because that's kind of like you might not even realize when it's coming, or you don't know someone is admiring your place. I don't, that's an interesting, the Eight of Pentacles. There could be a few dynamics here. That's very interesting that somebody here is, I don't know if this is like working from home. They're trying to work on the things that they don't, it's like, one sec. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so that's the offer. I want to say yes, you will be selling your home. This could be an energy where the financing is a bit of an issue. Meaning, this King of Cups is going to say, I love this place, but the moon with the Eight of Pentacles is like, I don't know how to get the financing together. My job isn't showing up at the bank properly, or, you know, there could be things like this that are causing a lot of unknowns for you. A lot of like, how did that fall through, or why is that not working? And there could be somebody here who's trying to work on the conditions, or work on the, like they want it, but they're like, I have to find a way to make this happen. And so I wonder if you've experienced that, where you're like, somebody really wants this, but they're running into some unknown that they didn't expect, and they have to maybe save more, work more, I don't know. But ultimate outcome for you is an offer, Ace of Pentacles. So I would say it's more of a yes. If you're super, super lucky, it's within the Pisces, within this season. Because you also have a King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be, I'd be curious for you to check a birth chart reading to see where your chart shows up for you when it comes around the home. What planets are in your house of home, and maybe what planets are in your house of receiving or moving. Okay, so because it sometimes a birth chart reading can really nail down like, this is the right time to put your house for sale, you know. So I want to say yes, and I think so. I think you'll be okay with that. I hope that helps. Again, I can't really, I've had readings where I've told people, actually a lady today, I just ran into her and she was like, you told me that a man was going to buy my house, and he did on the exact time frame. It was kind of a crazy reading, but it just came through much more. It came through clearer. You have a bit of this unknown thing with the moon. That's the thing. There's something on, like, something's not revealing itself. Stephen Lasher. I've never had a live reading, and I'd love to see what the cards have for me, because I'm at a crossroads and I'm beyond burnt out with spirituality and having hope. Okay. For Stephen. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's going on for you. What are the cards saying? The thing is, Stephen, is like, hope is an interesting thing, okay? Like, it can really get people to hang on to things that, it's like hope. It's like, I want what I can't have. I'm hoping for a lottery. I'm hoping for a relationship. I'm hoping. And it's like, it takes you, I feel like hope isn't a bad thing in the sense of like, you know, I hope my life improves. but also it's like you can't hang on to it all the time. It's about being in more of a present place. And I can see what you're saying when you're like, I'm getting burnt out. Yeah, because we're seeking, right? So let's take a look here. Steven's at a crossroads. What's the healing advice for him right now? I want to dig this out for you. This is where I love having personal readings, guys, because we can really like break down all the things that are in the way. I'm not a fortune teller. This is not my thing. I like to kind of provide healing, and I like to provide clarity and find out like what is it that's holding you back, or what is it that's you're not seeing sometimes. So let's take a look at Steven's energy. First of all, I want to see what your overall energy is, Steven. I want to ask, because this might be, again, there's never any judgment, whether it comes up as, what's his overall energy? Steven's overall energy. Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. So your overall energy, Steven, shows up as like a very creative individual. And it seems like you have a lot of love here to give, or you're very open and ready for love. Okay, so there's a bit of an emotional energy to that. I like that. That's a good energy to have when I ask about someone's energy. Okay, because some people's energy comes through as a very, very, conflictive or challenging or whatever. Oh, this fellow, the Two of Cups. Okay, so you're at a crossroads. Now, I have a feeling, and I'm going to throw this out there at you, take it for what it is, but there's a potential for you to connect with a person here to really like open things up for you, and your crossroads being very much stuck alone almost. It's like, there's a thing here about this love, this new beginning. So your overall energy is also connected to maybe another person, or the potential for a closeness of a relationship, and more moving into new. I'm just reading it for again here. Okay, so there is some love there. You might need some loving in your life. That burnout, being by yourself, or just, there's like love around you. So I was going to say stay hopeful. No, stay truthful. You got a lot of flyers, man. The nine of swords, okay? So there's this stress and anxiety here for you that is maybe saying, just understand that things are going to, what is he stressing about? What's this anxiety? I think it's telling you not to. It's like, get your rest. Know that there's new beginnings, emotional fulfillment, potential partnerships. What's the stress about? What's going on with him? The Page of Cups. I don't know if you're stressed about if someone is coming towards you, friendship or love, like, is this happening? This could be one of your crossroads energies. Okay, I'm gonna leave that part there. What's the healing advice for Steven? Because he's at this crossroads. So what is this healing advice for him? Again, get out of whatever is conflicting, whatever you're conflicting with, whoever's causing you confliction or arguments or things that are chaotic. Try to get out of the way of potentially people who are very immature or you're just not clicking with. Okay, so your crossroads is maybe getting a little bit involved. There's another Queen of Cups again. I don't know if an apology or forgiveness has to be given here a little bit, but what's the action for Steven at this time? So he's feeling burnt out. What is his action for this right now? You could be burnt out because you're in this energy of conflict, or, Five of Wands. That would burn anybody out. And so is the Nine of Swords. Are you sleeping enough? What's the action for him? The King of Wands. Okay. So this is kind of you stepping into really what you want to be doing in your life, your passion, your confidence. Okay. There could be a little bit of just reminding you to step into the things that you want to pursue, where you want to go. What are you passionate about? Okay, versus it's like, I think I just shared that if you were on the live at the time a few minutes back, where I was saying like, it's frustrating, but sometimes you just show up and the abundance, and it makes you feel right. It makes you feel good. I'm getting all kinds of like connections with you people, and I'm getting little donations and tips. So it's like, go after the action, the passion, the things that light you up, that bring you into that more of a leadership of yourself in your life. I feel like it does feel like you could have a little bit of this. I don't want to use the word loneliness, but you might feel all alone, which doesn't have to be bad. But I feel like love or connection or partnership seems to relieve you in a way, if I could say it like that. Okay? I'm just going to split the deck for you. The Three of Pentacles. Again, the person that's going out to doing what they love to do, to build, to start from scratch, perhaps, to just do the things that you enjoy doing. There's working towards what it is you're sort of passionate about. Again, you have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. You have a lot of energy here around love, around emotional connection, emotional fulfillment. Again, as I said earlier, it always starts with ourselves first. Having that love within your life. I think a lot of people, I see this a lot because I've worked many times in many different little spiritual locations and spiritual communities. And a lot of people are like not ultimately getting, it's like a fix. You know, it's like they do this circle and this course and this thing and this session and it's like, but they're not really, it goes right back to their old way again, or they go right back to struggle bus again. And it's just like, there's something that I think people have to really, really look inside. Just everything is within yourself. Everything is really, there's a lot there for you. And there's a lot there for you. So without using the word hope, it's more about having faith and trusting in that, you know, not everything is easy, but there's a sense of opportunities and things coming for you. Be open to love too. I don't know. I'm just going to say that again because that's your energy is there with that. Casey Velas. Have a general message for Casey? A general message for Casey. Let's take a look. I hope that helps, Stephen. Again, this is little quick reads, but I personally don't really like hang on to hope in a way. I'll use that word with like the Star card. It is there, and there is things about having hope, but it's also not having attachment to the outcome. It's like, I hope that, you know, I don't know. I hope that there's more world peace, but I'm not going to hang on to the hope that, because every other day there's a new bombing going off. So with more light comes darkness, with more peace comes, it's just the cycles. The message here for Casey, general message, you've got the Nine of Wands and the Six of Swords. So you're coming very close to an end to something that feels that you've been really struggling through. And I feel like it's going to relieve you. There's a sense of relief for you where you can like breathe, where you can find a sense of peace. It's like you've worked very hard. You're trying not to give up, but there's a side of you that's needing to let go, kind of thing. Or that's moving you, that's letting you go in a way. It's moving you forward. Let me see if there's something else. Ace of Pentacles. This is coming out a lot tonight. So it's like your struggles, your hard work is sort of showing up for you, that you can move on from something and embrace or accept or look forward to new offers, to new possibilities. Feel like this is the person that is like I've struggled so hard, and then finally I got my break. You know, I got my opportunity. Okay, so there's something good for you. All right, guys, I got like 5 minutes left in me, and then I'm closing up because I've done 2 hours. So I'll do one more, maybe two. Let's take a look here. I'm gonna go down closer to. Oh, I want to just read your comments, Stephen, to make sure that because we had a lot for you. Okay. So Stephen, the thing is the second guessing yourself, and that's that King of Wands, right? Is really he trusts himself and goes after what he wants, having purpose, having passion. And I thank you for just being real, okay? Because there's no judgment on my channel, and I think everyone's supporting you in you being vulnerable and honest enough to say that you've struggled with addiction. And I think a lot of people struggle with that, and I think that also comes down to a little bit of more of that love. That's why your overall energy was the Ace of Cups. It's about love, and I said it, love for yourself. It always comes into ourself. So your overall energy is saying, you know what, remind yourself that the more you can show love for yourself, and really it's not giving up hope on who you are and what you're doing, but letting go of the attachment, as I said, which is a form of addictions. There's a really cool woman that I've shared, and you might want to check her out, and she might really, I think she'll inspire you. I really admire her, is Buddha Betty. Her name is Buddha Betty. She's a life coach, okay, spiritual path person. She does a lot of Course in Miracles. Very, very cool woman. But her website alone is so cool because it's like Meet Your Life Coach. And Betty was a former like drug addicted street prostitute homeless person, like a train wreck. And she has completely turned her life around. And it's like Meet Your Life Coach, and you see this person of literally a cracked out street person, with all due respect. I'm saying that because that's the depiction of what she's showing. And it's like, never judge yourself and never judge the places and the things that you've been through, because she is now helping so many people. Go figure. And that's why I say there's no judgment, because I actually have I have a thing for the homeless and the less fortunate and the people that are on the streets. My friend is on the streets. He's very addicted he's completely in the thick of pain. So anyways, check out Buddha Betty. She's really cool. She'll make you laugh. She's a no bullshit person. And I think that I want to read your comments because I'm just curious where this, I think you've got a lot of new beginnings, and you've been resuscitated 8 times. Okay, you really have a lot going on here. Okay. Take a look at her, Steve. Okay. So you're tired. I'm gonna ask another card for you, okay? You need a little bit more clarity here. And I'm my pleasure. Okay, see, you said it right there. You do love yourself, but you don't know who loves you back. Everybody loves you. A lot of people love you. You may not even realize it. I can say I love you. You know, I love you. I want you to be you. I've no idea who you are, but I can send you love. People love you because you're showing up in an honest way like this, which is really, really sweet, really, really nice. You're really having a tough one there, eh? Your faith. Okay, so all I can tell you, and the reason I can speak of this is because a few reasons. I grew up in the AA program because my mother is sober 48 years now. And I've seen a lot of people go from rock bottom to completely, my mom, I love my mom for how much she has sobriety will bring you all the clarity and success. There's another tarot reader as well, Stephen, is Violetta Alexis, or Violetta Alexa. Violetta, she's sober as well, and she talks about this, how getting clear on your path and being sober, which I fully embark and believe in, and I think it's important, is having that clear, loving self and being clear in your mind. So sobriety is huge. It's going to be your best ticket, because then you can have a clear mind, and then you can have the faith, and then you can have more passion, and you can get out of bed. You know, you can function. So I am not an expert. I have a lot of different life experiences. I really do. I have a lot of different experiences. I had a cousin who was in jail for 10 years, and my mom used to bring us to the prison as a little kid in grade 3, 4, 5. And she used to say, this is where you'll end up if you get caught up in drugs and alcohol. And I never touched that shit. I was like, never. And my cousin was actually a really beautiful person, but the drugs got him into trouble. And he ended up coming out, he's passed away since, but he ended up coming out, he was in jail at 18, go figure. Drugs, alcohol. Unfortunately, there was a disconnection in the family there. But he ended up coming out and marrying this beautiful Buddhist woman who brought, I think, I didn't get a chance to really meet her much, or I just only at the funeral. I went to a Buddhist funeral, and he was a different person coming through that system, but he had to go through hell, and he had to go through addiction, and he had to go through getting around, like being in jail for like a high jail, like a full-on jail, big prison. And it never freaked me out. Like you'd think, oh, why would a mother take her kid to a jail? Like it wasn't traumatizing at all. I was actually like, whoa, this is interesting, which is another thing I have in life, is for like this weird thing about prisoners and how there's another movie called The Dharma Brothers, which is like all these prisoners who study Buddhism, and they actually get enlightened in the prison. They actually find peace within themselves. So I think what I would recommend, or what I would say, is instead of looking for hope and all these little spiritual things, is like seek enlightenment. Find the enlightenment in your life, what or who enlightens you. You may want to look at basic Buddhist teachings. That might be helpful. But yeah, I only speak of this through experiences and through seeing and being at 1,000,001 AA meetings, and seeing friends of mine as well. I have a friend that's, well, one of them, I'm not in touch with him. I completely lost touch. He's on the streets. I have another friend who is like such a beautiful person, heavily addicted, and he's got so many talents. This guy could have been a supermodel. He literally could have been a freaking supermodel. Absolutely God, body, face, looks, spirit, big open heart. And like, unfortunately, the drugs got the best of him. So the only advice I can give you is sobriety, because even being a reader is one of the things I don't consume alcohol. Like I might have a drink at Christmas or something, but I have to be a clear channel to do my work. That's just the way it is, and it feels right. So I send you a lot of love there, Stephen, because I feel I know what you're dealing with. I'm not in your shoes, but I can relate to that. But to my point is that everyone loves you, that you are loved. The higher power. This is where faith comes in, because you are loved, right? You showed up tonight, and there are people here that want to love you and help you, and it's right. Your reading showed it. Your reading showed it. There you go. You're loved. Tell yourself that every day. I hope that helps. It was nice chatting with you. Let's see what else. Thanks, Bailey. It is a surprise. I just was out today at my favorite, the spiritual store that it's called Awaken, the store that I started up in my humble beginnings, as the owner Penny tells. And we had a great chat. And I don't know, I came home with all this energy and I was like, I'm going to go live. Why not? Oh, thanks, Jet. Hang in there, Steven. Everybody, just hang in there, man. Life is a ride. This is a bit of a crazy, delusional, this can be a crazy world, but it can be beautiful. Jet, yeah, Buddha Betty is on YouTube. She's really inspiring. I get a laugh. I watch her all the time. I don't always promote a whole lot of, I watch all kinds of different things, but somehow she showed up in my video and she's hilarious. She swears, she's a real raw, truthful, cool person. See, that's great too, Stephen, is helping out the less fortunate. It's like, I like doing the same. When I was in Toronto, in the big city, I always help out the poor. I give bags of clothes, or I have food in my car and I drop off protein bars, or whatever. It makes you realize just how much you have, and it might just put a smile on someone else's face, for even if it's 5 minutes. So, and it's good for the soul to help the less fortunate, because it can always be worse, it can always be worse. I don't have the link. I forgive me for the quick usage of this app here now, but Buddha Betty on YouTube. Let me just check something out here. One sec. Hold on. One sec, guys. Buddha Betty. It's getting past my bedtime. It's 7:30. I go to bed at like 8 and get up at 4:30. It's just Buddha, Buddha Betty, Betty. Buddha Betty. In recovery, reprogramming, cosmic adventure, woke and wavy, perception explore, ego death. She has retreats, in Mexico. I like her. What I like about it, what caught my attention with her is that, because I know people who are in that literal, full-fledged street, drug addicted, that whole stereotypical archetype. And it's like, if she can do this, then so can all of us. If she can pull this off, so can anyone else. And it's like this spiritual awakening. And I think you had mentioned you were in a coma, but she had a near-death experience as well. So, okay. Well, you're very welcome, Stephen, and I'm just wishing you well, because you've had your fair share, and I think it's time to heal. Now it's time to see the true blessings. You've had the lessons show up. It's time to Okay. We're gonna move along here. Let's see what else is going on. You found her channel. I'm glad. Okay. Any other questions? You've been watching me for so long, K80J, and I know your stories of people and places of your life. That's cool. Thanks for listening. Sometimes I don't know, I share a lot when I feel it's meant to. Why not, right? In Scotland, Debbie, I was gonna say, you're in Scotland, it's midnight. I'm in Canada. I'm in Blue Mountain. Canada, that is, not Australia. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I think we're done. I don't see any more. I think that we ended off with a hopefully an inspirational little chit chat there. And thanks, Stephen. Thanks, everybody, for being here and for letting me read for you. And thank you for all the tips and the super chats. Please hit the like button if you can. I would appreciate that if you guys can hit that. Thank you. Whoops. Thank you, K80J, for the tip. Keep it up. I'm trying. And un naturo, EWN. Thank you. And yeah, all right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday nights, your weekends. Stay healthy and well. Stay loved. And remember the message that one, I forgot her name already, she asked for the collective tonight. So it was about challenging yourself in how you're showing up in this world from a place of love. And also yourself. It always starts with yourself. Everything is always starts with yourself. So best of luck, everyone. All right. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.